fine line separates us from the fine line. You were welcome like the crowd. Everybody tries. Just waiting for the day to go home.
Perfectly, and then she keeps painting in the direction. I do that too sometimes, I'm not gonna lie.
But do you remember the
Will I be famous?
My favorite part.
Open season. Could have said it all.
Hi, Kate. Where'd Anna go?
He's a good guy, he really is.
So, you two are the owners of this place? And how did that happen?
Well, how did that happen, Michelle?
Stand a little story.
Well, the universe was completely aligned on the day I was desperate to find a place to paint in Florida. And I had seen Brushworks, and I called up and said, do you have a place for me to paint? And she said, yes, I do. And I sent her a check. We had never met. We asked no questions. And we got along so well, we decided to expand, and I came in as a partner.
And?
Is that true?
That is exactly.
Add to that? So you were here before?
I was at a different location.
Oh, you were in a different location.
And then we kind of outgrew that, and then Alan wanted to bring his piano down, and so this came available, and we just tripled our space.
So how has the pandemic affected your business?
I think it has affected us. I think, Florida is known for art, especially the Sarasota areas is known for art. But some people are shy to come out. But I think because a lot of the work we do is, LaShawn does a lot of commission work, and we do things by appointment. So what would you say? I would say we're affected, but we're not.
We're affected in a way too because of classes. We don't have we can't have large classes of groups of people coming in and 20 people, 15 people at a time to do that.
Okay.
Because of the pandemic. So yes, it definitely has hurt us in that way. But exposure-wise, I think we're the only gallery here between Sarasota and Venice, really, that is. Well, there's a couple in Nokomis, but we're the only one in Osprey that I know of.
So,
Hi. Thanks for
so both of you are displaying your own works of art here?
Yes.
We do.
So show me your stuff.
Oh, okay. So here is my work.
All of these?
All of this work except for that one piece that's midges right there. But it goes so beautifully with my work that
We mix it up.
And
we mix it
all
up.
around here?
All around here.
Everything in this little.
and everything on this wall.
So,
Groovy. I haven't heard groovy in a long time.
okay. And then this too?
This is my working space. This is a young emerging artist who did the Jimi Hendrix and Shady Lady and the Volkswagen are mine.
Just for right now, just I didn't feel comfortable hanging it up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
I went out and studied that other one. Because I know this one
And
is
then
sold.
we have a featured artist in the corner, but we're going to, so this is the jewelry area. So I do jewelry classes, and I sit here and I have a student here, and I teach them how to make necklaces, and we just have fun and make beautiful, fun jewelry. And all of these are all these fun things. And then I also do Succulent Garden, and we do projects where we can have a class where everybody can do like a succulent terrarium using live plantings and clippings that I brought from San Diego, and I propagate them in the backyard, which is the art garden.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, and now I want Midge to show me her stuff.
Okay.
this is where I paint. I work in this area on the wall that I'm pointing to. I paint large. I usually paint on board, but sometimes I paint on loose canvas when I want to paint really large. I have a really large piece that I just finished showing over here.
And by the way, I'm staying relatively close to you because with the mask on, it's hard to hear what you're saying.
This is very recently finished. It's going to wind up being 5'4" by 5'4". I love large work, and I'm going to start another one right away. This one is a commission that is sold, and we're delivering it to the buyer next week. The rest are just my feelings. I only choose my colors in the beginning. I think about color. I do know about composition and things like that, but when I start the painting, I only think about what I'm feeling. And I paint, and I paint, and I paint, and I paint, and eventually things start to emerge. I may see a figure, I may see a face, I may see animals, flowers, and I don't go for that. I don't go to paint a flower. But when I see the things emerging, then I know that was in my subconscious, and I know I'm getting close to completion. And then I check it for composition, I check it for, artistic details, and finish it off. And it's not finished until I see things in it. And that can be in a day, that could be in months, just varies. This is my friend Linda Warren's work. She's a very accomplished encaustic artist. Encaustic is working with hot wax and fusing pigment into it layer by layer. She lives in Mexico now. She's from Canada. She's been doing this for quite a while. And we're happy to have one of her beautiful paintings in our gallery. These are small things I call sweet nothings on the bottom of the table, or on the surface of the table, the small items. Some of them came from me cutting up my sketchbook. I often do studies in sketchbooks, and then they often come out nicer than my paintings. And in this case, I cut up a few and framed them and had fun with that. I call them sweet nothings. I don't know what else to say.
So today happens to be an art festival.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
Well, we decided that we want to serve the community. We want to bring art to Osprey. We want to help other artists get exposure. And we want to get exposure for ourselves. And rather than just putting an ad in a paper or a magazine, we put a call out to artists to come and sell their work. We curated to make sure the work was of a certain standard, and offered them this afternoon. And we got overwhelming amount of artists trying. We decided to do live music and have Alan's beautiful classical music inside because we feel that really enhances an event. And we just want to be part of the artist community here and support them.
So is this the first annual Osprey Arts
We
Festival?
did have one last year right before COVID, right before the lockdown. And that was at a different location. And that was very successful for us there as well.
Can I ask you, I'm going to step back a little bit and zoom in, take your mask off for a second. Okay, good. All right. And you have other artists that are on display in here now?
Yeah, we have guest artists.
Okay,
Not normally, but we invited them for
We
today.
looked over here. Can you
Okay.
show me a little
Yeah,
bit of
sure.
the other artists that are
So
here?
this is
Hold
my
on,
work.
hold on one second. Okay.
These beautiful bird paintings are done by Kathy Scott, a local artist. She's an oil painter and specializes in birds and nests and foliage. We can introduce you to Kathy.
Kathy,
Here's the
can you just
cat.
take, just for 1 second, do that?
Oh. Hi.
Okay, you can go back to mask. When this video will be,
Yeah. Okay, great.
it'll fix it in time and we'll know we have a pandemic, but
Yeah.
some people may want to see what people, okay, so tell me about your artwork.
Well, like Mitch said, I'm a local oil painter. I live in Venice, full time, and I'm passionate about birds. And there's so many birds here, so I'm gonna have endless inspiration.
Okay,
But yeah, it's my favorite thing to paint. Love it.
very nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, this is Dan Rankin, a guest artist here today who paints in I would call it a 3D effect, acrylic and metal, and using various substances to create shadow and depth and a three-dimensional aspect to his work. He is also a lieutenant fireman, am I right, Dan?
That's correct.
And he's very artsy. He also decorates cakes beautifully. He plays guitar. What else do you do, Dan?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty amazing.
Can you take your mask off for just 1 second, just so we can see you? There you go. Okay, and who do we have sitting next to you?
This is my niece Araya.
Hi, can you take your mask just for 1
Beautiful
second?
job.
There you go.
Look at that face.
She's
So
doing a
pretty.
beautiful job
Okay.
helping me out.
All right. And let's see some of your work here. So this is all yours. This,
Dan, you want
this
to talk a
thing
little
here?
bit about your work? Can you,
Sure.
Are we getting you out of bed?
This is, as she was mentioning, I was just recently started doing the three-dimensional art. Trying to bring texture and make it something interesting. This is actually a copy of a painting I had done previously. You'll see this is what I'm going from. This is one I had done previously, which was actually faced the other direction. It had iridescent paint, so when you would look at it at different directions, the light would change. You can see some of that up here, but I don't have that finished quite yet. I really liked it. It was a real popular painting, so I said, you know, I want to paint it again. I had so much fun. I'm just going to reverse the image, which I did. And then using acrylic paste and acrylic gels, I actually made it a three-dimensional texture, so you can see that. And as Midge had mentioned, I used to do some decorative cakes. And I said, you know what, I bet you I could take this gel. It's similar consistency to frosting or icing a cake. And I used a frosting bag or icing bag, and I actually piped that on just like I would be decorating a cake in it.
Wow.
That was an interesting technique. You can see I don't know if you can zoom in right here, this seahorse. I didn't paint that with a brush. I actually piped that on like I was decorating a cake. And the technique down here, you'll see that there's three-dimensional. This is all dried paint.
Hold on 1
Acrylic
second.
gel.
Let me get, so we've changed our angle a little bit so that you can really see, get an idea of the depth, how it comes out.
And the crystals was the Swarovski crystals. Is that how you pronounce it? Do you guys know? I think so. Swarovski crystals. That's what these are. The eyes are Swarovski crystals. We have a pearl right here.
Okay.
And you can see the texture right here.
Wow.
And that's that's just acrylic paint and gel.
All right, I'm going to just
Something
kind
new?
of walk around and look at some of your other stuff. These are like little, I don't know if you can see it, but kind of like little pebbles.
One of the things with this, if you look at the light, you can see there's scales, but you can only see it in the light certain way. So if you look around, I don't know if you can tell. Sometimes, possibly. I don't know if you're able to see that or not. The light has to actually hit it. It's kind of interesting how the colors shift.
Hold on. Let me take my cell phone, put a light on it, and see if that does anything. I don't know. Well, maybe not. Let's see.
I'm going to set this right back.
A little bit more of this stuff. I will try not to knock anything over. I will be very careful.
This is absolutely beautiful, and the depth of it is and the
Let's start again.
So this
one.
painting here, I was actually painting a local restaurant, Cafe Barbosa, and it was lightning and thundering. There was a storm going on at the time, and I was trying to think about what I wanted to paint. And I was waiting to go out to my car from the restaurant to get some extra brushes and some things I needed to do my painting. And I started noticing the lightning and the wind and how the rain was outside, and you could see ripples in the water where the puddles in the parking lot. And as I was noticing that, I saw the reflection from the kitchen in the window as I was looking out of the parking lot. And I saw the fire, and I saw the cooks and the chefs in there making the pizza, and they were throwing it in the air. And behind them, I saw the flames, and basically it looked like there was flames coming out of their hand, and that's where I got the idea. And I started thinking about the elements, about earth and wind, and then fire, and then we have and water there, of course.
So are these pebbles, or what are these little
Those
shiny?
are actually glass stones.
Oh, glass stone.
That I put there. I just like how they look, and no reason other than I thought it would look cool.
Okay.
And a little tree out there randomly.
Very cool.
No story.
Capable of being captured on video.
Okay. Oh, hi. You are a little precious work of art yourself, aren't you? Cleopatra. Queen of the Nile. Oh, I had a scratch on the way over. Oh, and a lick. A scratch and a lick. Where you going? Cleopatra.
So we are very familiar with Dewey being made. I thought you were going to buy it.
It's in the bathroom as a decoration.
I'm sure somebody will sell it to you.
Yeah, I'll bet.
It's the opposite, you know, when it's dark the whole time, that would so be my speed. And then you can play all night, all night.
We're a little bit concerned.
We'll have concerts here eventually when COVID's managed, because he's a
Does it fade?
yes, you have to be
Because it looks like watercolors.